The night Margaret Whitmore watched from the shadows, everything changed. What started as stolen glances between a maid and a billionaire, heir had now become a storm. For those who've been with us since the beginning, you know how Izzy and Alex risked everything just to be seen. But if you're new here, welcome. This is the story of Isabella Alvarez, the maid who dared to love above her station, and Alexander Whitmore, the heir to an empire who dared to love her back. And tonight their secret will face its first true test. After that night, I felt Margaret's eyes everywhere. When I passed the library with a tray, I caught the sharp click of her heels behind me. When I folded sheets in the linen room, I heard her voice on the phone. He will not throw away our legacy for her. Alex tried to shield me. Late-night phone calls, secret notes slipped into my apron. But the Whitmore mansion had walls that didn't just hold secrets, they amplified them. Izzy glancing over shoulder in corridor. Alex slipping folded paper into Izzy's pocket. One evening, I was polishing silver in the dining room when Margaret entered. Her perfume reached me before her words did. Sharp, cold. "Isabella," she said, my name like an insult. "You think you belong here? You don't. This house is not a fairy tale. It is a dynasty. My son will marry into power, not poverty." I couldn't answer. My throat burned. But Alex, he stepped in, voice steady. "Mother, I love her. That's not changing." The silence that followed was heavier than any scream. For the first time, I realized love wasn't our only fight. After that night, Alex whisked me away from the mansion. Manhattan became our sanctuary. We walked the Brooklyn Bridge at dawn, watched yellow taxis swarm Fifth Avenue, ate dumplings in Chinatown when no one cared who he was. He laughed freer out there, away from marble and chandeliers. And me? For the first time, I felt more than just a maid. I felt seen, chosen, loved. But even as the city wrapped us in neon and noise, I knew the shadows of the Whitmore mansion would follow. Margaret Whitmore didn't shout. She strategized. I overheard her in a gallery one evening. "If Alexander insists on lowering himself, then I will make sure she doesn't last." The next morning, I found a termination letter folded neatly on my pillow. No explanation, just dismissal. Alex tore it in half, furious. "If you go, Izzy, I go with you." That was when I understood something. It wasn't just about love anymore. It was about survival. That night, as we stood outside the mansion gates, Alex whispered, "They can't keep us apart. Not unless you let them." And as I held his hand, trembling under the city lights, I realized this wasn't just a romance. It was a rebellion. But what I didn't know then was how far Margaret was willing to go. This was only the beginning. What happens when love collides with legacy? When family power threatens to crush two hearts that refuse to let go? Stay with me, because the next chapter will prove that in the Whitmore family, love isn't just forbidden. It's dangerous.